Hi, I'm Mihir Joshi. Welcome back to the 50th episode of the MJ Show, and I have the incredible Amit Trivedi here with me. If you've not seen part one, go see it first because we talk about the sort of the origin story of Amit and the way he did, the work that he did before a lot of the Bollywood stuff happened. But we've also talked about Devdi, so go check that out first. All right, so now I thought that we look at you've had such incredible songs and so many films that you've made. So I was just looking at your discography over here, and because there are so many films from Devdi came out in 2009.
Released in
2009, and from 2009 to 2014 there have been a whole bunch of movies. So maybe what we'll do is quickly go through some of them. You can tell me some of the interesting moments that you've had with those films. So the next film, of course, after Devdi, you did just one song in Wake Up Sid, if I'm not wrong, which was Iktara, and it was a phenomenal song. People fell in love with that song. And coincidentally, both the singers who sung that song, Tochi Raina and Kavita Seth, were on the show.
Oh, nice.
So we got versions of both of them singing Iktara on the show. So that was pretty cool. But tell me about that song for you.
Actually, I was hired to do the background score of the film.
Right.
Ayan had heard the album Amir.
Okay.
And he was, at that time, they already hadn't released.
Right.
And he heard the album Amir and he was looking for someone to score his film. Because apparently Shankar Sanla were pretty much busy at that time.
Okay.
So he approached me and he said that I have already Shankar Sanla on board. So would you be interested in being a part of this film? Just have a read at the script. And if you feel like it, if you like it, then just let me know. So I read the script, which was really nice. I really liked the script. And I said, yeah, and I wouldn't mind doing this. I would love to do it. And of course, and thanks for, because Dharma being like such a big banner, and thanks for thinking about me to score for your film, because I come from a different school.
Okay.
We did a lot of settings together. He came to the studio. So he wanted a few more songs, actually, because he thought he would make it a bit of a musical.
Okay.
So he said, I would like to hear something because I'll be shooting my next schedule very soon.
Right.
So I would like to hear something which could be anything. Which could be a song, it could be any piece of music, or some beautiful score, anything that you feel like. Just
play it to me.
Just play it to me.
Okay.
So I don't know why I did a song.
Okay.
Because it came. Somehow it came naturally to me because I was reading the script.
Yeah.
There was this one point where usually there are songs mentioned in the script.
Right.
There are PBS 1, PBS 2, they're mentioned in the script.
Right.
There was this particular situation where it wasn't mentioned.
Okay.
And it was just a situation where you needed a score, I guess.
Yeah.
But I just thought I'll do a song here could work.
Nice.
And that's what I did. Both the versions I created, Iktara, male and female.
Yeah.
And I sent it to him, I played it to him. And I didn't hear from him for a long time. I thought probably he has not liked it or there's something wrong. Maybe why did I do this? And I had a lot of things going on in my head.
Correct.
And for a few days he called and everybody has loved the song.
Yeah.
Karan, Ranbir, and Konkana. And yeah, I would love to go out with the song. And that's how this whole thing happened. And of course, while I was scoring, I had to do a few more songs. There were some small bits of songs which I had composed while I was scoring. And of course, I had a word with Ehsan also. I just mentioned to him that this is happening. So there could be a song, possibility that I could be doing a song.
Yeah.
So he said, please go ahead. Please go ahead and do it. Because I thought I'll take their permission because they're like senior most, and I was just new to the industry, and I did that. And yeah, that's how the song happened.
Wow, fantastic. You know, strange coincidence. Ehsan was one of the first few guests that we had, and I remember asking him in the last segment that we do like a rapid fire thing, which is one of your favorite songs by a composer, apart from Shankar Ehsan Loy. What is the song that you like? This is what he'd said, that his favorite song at that point of time was Manja from Kai Poche. So great. I mean, it's awesome to see that, What's also interesting for me right now when you spoke about this is that you guys have to see this, okay? I mean, this is Amit Trivedi, who everybody right now, you realize how much of an awesome composer he is, music director and everything. At that point of time in 2009, you were worried when you sent out a song, wondering whether they would want the song or not and whether it would fit. It just blows my mind that there was a moment in your career where you had to think, man, did I make a mistake in sending that song out? Right now, people would probably be like, okay, whatever you send has to be figured out where to fit it into the film. But it's awesome that, that moment in your career.
No, but I always, whenever I present a song to director,
Yeah.
I'm always nervous. I'm always.
Even now?
Even now, yeah.
Oh,
even
wow.
now, even today. I'm always nervous and I have a mixed feelings that if I the right thing, no, we'll know now. I'm always shivering when
Wow.
director listen to the song.
That's incredible. All right, let's move on. Some of the other films that had great songs. I loved Azadiya from Udaan. In fact, it was one of my scoring brownie points right now. My wife loved that song.
Okay.
It was her caller tune for like the longest time. So she told me like you must mention that to not mention that. Now I'm embarrassing her. Incidentally, for the first time, she's also sitting on the side. But yes, she loved that song, and I thought it was a phenomenal song. Then Aisha, I loved, of course, Gal Mitti Mitti Bol was like the party song. But what I loved in that film, the soundtrack, was the song called Sham, which was brilliant. And you sung
Nikhil Nikhil and me, yeah.
and you have done a bit of that. That was a fantastic song. I mean, that was very different again in terms of the kind of music that was there for that song. Any thoughts behind that song? Any memories with that song?
Yeah, there was, because we had to do a lot of back and forth in terms of getting the song approved actually.
Oh yeah? Okay.
Yeah, I had to compose a few.
Okay.
Because it was a bonfire situation where this group of friends, they're just chilling, having a good time.
Yeah.
And there's one guy on guitar, he's just playing. This is a very casual moment. So the possibilities of doing a song there are many actually. We can do lots of melodies and lots of styles. But that's the reason why it went back and forth, because what to do, what not to do.
Should be a fast up-tempo song, should be chilled out.
Exactly.
Something like that, I guess,
exactly. Yeah. And then because Anil sir, he was the producer.
Yeah.
Anil Kapoor sir. He found the earlier first track that I had done. Sonam loved it, Riya loved it, but he found it a bit slow.
Okay.
He found that the tempo is a bit slow. We need to, there has to be some excitement.
Yeah.
So with that back and forth, Sham came up, and then unanimously we all loved it.
Wow, awesome.
Yeah.
I would so have loved it right now. There was a guitar. You had No One Killed Jessica, which had like phenomenal songs, again universally loved. I remember, in fact, a few years ago, I think it was a couple of years ago, that you did your first live concert at Mudai.
That was primarily for
No One Killed
promoting
Jessica.
No One Killed
Yeah,
Jessica.
because I remember, I think somebody from the film, I think who come down? Rani, who was the actress in the film?
Rani and Vidya both
of them had come there
Yeah,
as well. I remember because I was at his first live concert at Mudai. I went there with Suraj Jagan, who is a phenomenal singer who's done a couple of songs with, actually more than a couple of sons with you.
In fact, he was here yesterday, he did 2 songs.
Oh wow, okay, so there you go. So Suraj invited me to go and watch, and I was so glad I was there. I think it was incredible, and the fact that it was your first concert just blew my mind, because it looked like you guys had done it like a billion times before. It was fantastic.
He's an amazing singer.
And I think some of the songs from the film, I mean, considering it was a relatively new soundtrack, you were playing those and people were losing their minds on it. The
Dilli
and Etbar, and there was, which was that Ali Re, which Sriram sang, right?
There were a lot of singers actually.
A lot of singers in
bunch
that,
of singers singing.
Yeah, bunch of singers. So that was another fantastic movie. There was Chiller Party, which had your Tai Fish, which became a big hit. I think Ishaqzaade was a movie which had some great songs again. And is there any particular song in that film, or that anything in that film making that was really interesting for you?
Yeah, while making the soundtrack was the most interesting part was the dubstep thing which had come.
Yeah.
Because Habib Faisal, the director of the film, he had given me the visuals of the film.
Yeah.
There was a 2-minute promo that he had cut.
Correct.
And the pace of the promo was so quick and so fast.
Yeah.
So I had to match up to it.
Yeah.
So there was around 150 to 160 tempo.
Wow.
I had to go to that tempo.
Nice.
And when I saw audio visually, it was like really looking very hurried.
Yeah.
When I created something on that tempo, because I had to match up to that.
Okay.
So I dropped it down to half.
Nice.
And that's where the idea of dubstep came in. Because, and I just told Habib sir that I'm doing something like this. That was just for the promo. There was no song. Actually, we had no idea that we'll do a song like that.
Right.
So he said, when he heard the promo, he said, I want to do the song.
Wow.
That was his idea. He came up with the idea. So I said, is it okay if I do board upstep and it's going to be like slightly experimental and YRF being the banner, it's commercial soundtrack and thoda chalega. So he said, yeah, go ahead. But, please have a word with Adi sir also if he's okay with it.
Super.
So they both gave me a go ahead, and that's where I could do it. I could in fact push that and do that.
I think that was one of the first dubstep songs in the Indian film industry.
Yeah.
You'll notice how I've stopped using Bollywood and started using the
Thanks.
Indian film industry. Yes. If you're wondering why I did that, see part 1. Okay, so I guess it's, also a testament to the faith that they have in you, considering, like you said, it was a commercial film, mainstream, and to try out experimental stuff in that. I think they just knew that, okay, if they tell you to do it, it's going to come out kick-ass. And it did.
Yeah, I give the credit to them. It's commendable that they actually took that risk.
Nice, very good.
And it turned out fine.
It turned out really, really cool. I'm going to give you a chance to check out that song. Check it out in the info section. Song, a phenomenal song from Ishaqzaade. In fact, another one of the songs that I really loved was Pareshan. It was very, very cool. And that was Shalmali. And another person who's been on the show. Aditi Singh Sharma, who sang the Dilli, who showed how to do that tutorial for you guys, has been on the MJ show. I'm going to thank all the first 49 people at the end of the episode, so you'll know who all has been here, who all have been here. Okay, so the next film was Main Aur Ekk Tu, which I thought the title track was incredible again. I mean, very nice, up-tempo, happy
Yeah,
song.
it needed that because the situation needed that. Shakun, actually, that was one song which I have struggled the most in my career.
Oh yeah?
In my entire career.
Wow.
I've struggled the most to the point that I have called Karan sir and Karan Johar and told him, sir, I don't think I'm the right guy for this film. I quit.
Seriously?
Yeah.
But I think it's come out so nice.
And then he said, no, don't lose hope. Just try one more time. If you feel like it's not happening, then it's your call.
Wow.
So yeah, sir, it's not happening for me. I don't think it's happening because there was some. There was some 10 to 15 options that I had to create for that.
Okay.
Really good 6 to 8 months I have spent on just coming out
with that one song.
With that one song, the right one actually,
Right.
the right one, because again it was the kind of situation where there are endless possibilities.
Correct.
And we all were struggling, and this happened only when the title came. Till then, we used to call the project production number 27 because there was no title to it.
Okay.
And so that's why actually the struggle was.
Okay.
Because the film had no title, and this was like the key song, the main song.
Correct.
So we were struggling. The moment the title came, it just happened, one click.
Wow, fantastic. You know what? One of the things, before we move into the rest of the movies, is you've always given new singers a chance to come and work with you. You had people like Shalmali, who had her first break with you. Now, is that something that you love doing? Is it because it suits the song, and then you find out new singers, or is that something now which is kind of your trademark thing to give?
No, it's not nothing like that. It's not a it's not a trademark thing as such.
Yeah.
It's just that it has happened. I would say, how do I put it? While I was working on Iktara, somehow I had met Kavita ji a few days back.
Okay.
She had come with her album, and I had heard her album, and I could somehow hear her. It was just the right time she was there, and I could hear her.
Yeah.
And I thought, let me just try. Let me just give it a shot because that voice texture is something that I really love.
Lovely.
And it just fit in.
Okay.
With Nikhil, this was what had happened. I was playing some video game at home.
Okay.
And there was a television which was playing on the other room. There was this jingle that had come. I think it was Airtel or something.
Okay.
And I immediately got my attention because of the voice.
Yeah.
And there was this voice really young, cool, vibrant voice. I just thought this could be the right song because at that time I was working on Sham.
Okay.
And I thought this could be the right voice for the song.
Nice.
Let me just find out who this guy is. So kind of sourced him out and got him on the mic. Just try it out. I don't know if it might not work also.
Correct.
But somehow
It worked.
It worked. It worked like this. They fit in with the track.
Nice.
So with all the singers, it's happened like that.
Very cool. Very cool.
And with Shalmali also it was happening like that because we were working on this song Parishan.
Yeah.
And my assistant who used to work for me, Anju.
Yeah.
He knew her really well. So while I was working on the song, we were figuring out whom to kon gayega. So he just said, I have a friend, do you want to just hear a demo? So we just played a few snippets of it, like just get her now. Ask her to come now. Can she come now? Where is she from? So ask her to come right now. So she came, she gave her audition and Habib sir liked it, I liked it, we all liked it. So it was on. Yeah.
Well, the reason I've also brought this up is because so many of you have asked, how do we sort of make impact and how do we get to work with him? Record your stuff, let it come wherever in the world. He might just hear it and find out where you are, give you a call, and maybe you will be the next singer to sing with Amit Trivedi. So, alright, we're going to take a break now. We're going to go into part 3, which you can click here and get into it. We're going to take a short break over here, and we're going to find out a little bit more about the relatively recent movies that have come out. And then I have your questions and I have something interesting that I'm going to show him for the very first time on the show in part 3. Check it out.